Voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me. You got your rules and your religion, all designed to keep you safe.
The Viper 4567 here with more of the Attitude era of still in 1999 obviously. This is going to be WWF King of the Ring. This was in the Greensboro Coliseum in Greensboro, North Carolina, and a crowd of just under 20,000 people. Proper basically 19,761. So not a great pay-per-view again. As I've said before, 1999 is not good. It's not getting any better, let's just say that. King of the Ring is never traditionally a great pay-per-view though, if I'm being brutally honest. 98 was okay, it was good. 97 wasn't great at all. I remember that myself when I first done that. The 97 part of the Attitude Era, that was particularly poor. Next year's one, 2000, won't be any better. So 2001 wasn't too bad, but it wasn't. Let's just say these pay-per-views are just not great. Let's just say that. But we had 4 matches on Heat and a dark match. We had Meat, aka Shawn Stasiak, defeating one who we've never heard of before, which is Kurt Angle, in a dark match. Ironically, Kurt Angle's first ever pay-per-view match is against Shawn Stasiak, which is funny. So this is the ironic part. The Hardy Boys took on the Brood. That match went to a no contest. Mideon and Viscera defeated the Big Boss Man in a handicap match. Who gives a fuck, really? Prince Albert defeated Val Venus, which is obviously, we all know, A-Train or whoever, or Tenzai. Ken Shamrock defeated Shane McMahon by disqualification. Apparently Shane got injured and all that, and Vince was looking to get a substitute. That's why it started off the show and all that. But also, in between all that, there's some little small points coming up towards this. The higher power was finally revealed, which we all knew was going to be Mr. McMahon. Basically, he became the higher. He was the higher power. Basically, Stephanie and Linda were shocked. Like, they were shocked, but like, they came out and just said, "Look, if you want to talk business, let's talk business." Linda stood down as CEO of the company. Stephanie also, I think, sold her shares as well, and they found a new they're going to find out a new CEO of the WWF, which turned out to be Stone Cold Steve Austin, which was fucking brilliant, I must say. But like, you think Linda wouldn't have when she was revealing the person, like, you know, like, very casual, she could have just been very more secretive. Like, we all knew it was going to be Stone Cold Steve Austin probably anyway, but still, you know what I mean. Also, the Acolytes and Billy Gunn became tag champs, I think, or something. They bet X-Pac and Kane. I don't know, something happened there. I think Billy Gunn was a part of the match or something. And he got the pinfall or something, so he took the belts or something. I don't know. But that's about it, really, so we'll get on with the show, shall we? Hardcore Holly defeated, X-Pac defeated Hardcore Holly by disqualification in a shite opening match. This match got a dud off me, in my opinion. I don't get why they went for disqualification, and this X-Pac should have just won clean or whatever. But crossbody gets 2 for X-Pac, powerbomb from Holly, suplex from X-Pac, spinning heel kick, and another one in the corner, Bronco busted. Holly then goes out of the ring, he gets a chair, hits to the skull of X-Pac, and a neck breaker. Road Dogg comes out to make the save. It was fucking pointless, fucking bullshit. Like, it's just absolutely no fuck. Like, you're starting like a pay-per-view with a fucking disqualification. Oh, for fuck's sake. So this is the problem, I think, with the Attitude Era. Like, yes, the Raws, the SmackDowns, the Nitros were excellent. Well, Nitros were good up to about a certain point, but you know what I mean. But, like, the pay-per-view was really fucking lacked throughout like, even 98, 99. Like, they were very poor. Even WCW's pay-per-views weren't that good, but they were probably slightly better than WWE's. So, but no, it's not a great way to start the show by any means. Next match, Kane defeats the Big Show in an okay match. Like, I gave it a star and a quarter. Like, it was decent. Chop in the corner from the Big Show. Kane chokes Show in the corner. Show then drops an elbow for 2. Insecurity from Kane, and then a double big boot from both guys. Kane then drop kicks Show over the ropes. Kane then with a flying clothesline, gets 2, ref gets bumped. Kane goes low, Holly comes out. Kane with a chokeslam on Holly, ref is still bumped, what the fuck. Chair shot to the skull of Big Show, he starts to get up, and that gets the win. Ref was bumped way too long, like, it wasn't that bad of a bump, if I'm being honest, but it ruined the match a little bit. It was decent, like, it was going on at a decent pace, but, like, the most this match would have got if it was a little better was 2 stars. I'm being honest here, but a star and 1/4 is probably very generous in my opinion, but the Hardcore Holly situation was a load of fucking bollocks as well. Apparently he had a problem with the Big Show, apparently. So he just said, I'll just come out with a chair and I'll hit you with it, basically. So, yeah. Then we have Mr. Ass defeating Ken Shamrock. Oh, this man. Basically, I just don't know. Ken Shamrock got bet up by Steve Blackman on heat. I forgot to mention that too. And he has a lot of very bad internal injuries. Like, he wouldn't leave any of the medical staff and all that go near him, which is grand and all that. But, like, if you're really seriously hurt, I know some people are like that, they don't like to be, but, like, for fuck's sake, like, if you're bleeding from the mouth, like, you're obviously bleeding internally. I don't know, I just don't get it really. But Gunn says if you have to want these to think you're hurt, but you're scared, grow some balls and come out here. He calls his biggest horse's ass, basically. So basically Shamrock comes out, drop kick to the gut from Billy Gunn, nice kick to the head from Shamrock, backbreaker from Gunn. He goes to the ankle lock, but obviously Gunn gets out of it. Gunn then hits the famous gut first into his knee, basically a gut buster, basically. Heel kick from Shamrock, sit down powerbomb from Gunn. Referee just stops the match, basically, because obviously he's pissing blood, and he just gets rid of Teddy Long, basically. Match was shy. Of course, a dud. Actually, I'll give it a dud because, like, it's just, there's no point. I know, fair enough, Shamrock, yes, they're playing now, he's trying to be injured, but still, why? Like, the pay-per-view was just fucking, this idea of having all this was an absolute piss poor idea in my opinion. Anyway, I think it was absolutely stupid. Like, obviously this was going to lead up to Ken Shamrock taking on Blackman at Fully Loaded. It was actually a Lions Den match, weren't it? But we'll find out in the next edition of the Attitude Era. But I just think, in my opinion, it was absolutely fucking stupid. But Road Dogg then defeats Chyna in an okay match. I give it a star. Like, that's the most I can give it, really. Triple H was supposed to be in this King of the Ring, but he gave it to Chyna, which, like, think about it. If Triple H had to enter it, he had to win it. Simple as that. No, I'm not saying, I know they're obviously going to give it to Mr. Ass, but no disrespect, but, like, Triple H should not lose to the Road Dogg, or X-Pac. Like, that's just no disrespect, but, like, Triple H would have had to win it. Or maybe he got screwed, or maybe, I don't know. But crowd chant Doggy style. Nice right hand from Chyna. She dominates the majority of this match. Another right hand from Chyna. Chyna pushes Road Dogg into the ring post. Triple H rams Road Dogg down to the steps, and then rams him into face first into the steps. Chop from Chyna, DDT from Chyna gets 2. Chyna then mocks Road Dogg, shake, rattle, and knee drop. Road Up gets 2 for Chyna. Triple H hits Road Dogg with a chain while the ref gets bumped. Chyna goes for, what's she go for? Chokes for 2. Shake, rattle, and knee drop then from the Road Dogg. HBK gets rid of Triple H. Chyna goes low on Road Dogg, but she done it on heat as well, and the fact that obviously it affected him. This time it didn't, because he was wearing a metal cup and her hand was obviously thriving in pain. Pump hand middle slam gets the win. So, star. That's about it. That's all. I'm afraid that's all I can give it. So, yeah. Next match then, the Hardy Boyz defeat the Brood in a good match, actually. I must say. It was just about good. This match was on heat, but it got interrupted by the Acolytes, apparently. But this is to determine who the number 1 contender is for the WWF tag belts at Fully Loaded, if I'm not mistaken. Or at any time, but I think Fully Loaded is when it happens. But, yeah. Dropkick from Christian on Matt. Gutbuster from Christian. Head scissors by Jeff on Edge. Alabama slam from Edge. And then a poetry motion from the Hardys. Reverse DDT from Christian. Clothesline from Edge on Jeff Hardy. Spear to Matt, and then to Michael Hayes. Poetry motion midair. They go for poetry motion again, but in midair, Edge spears Jeff Hardy. It was fucking beautiful for 2. Springboard plancha onto Matt from Christian. Fucking Gangrel spits blood in Edge's face by mistake, and then a neckbreaker gets the win. So it was for the Hardy. So Really good. After the match, I think Gangrel, was it Gangrel? No. Something happened with the ring post or something after the match, but other than that, it was pretty. Gangrel, I think, was one of the Gangrel. I think fucking throws Matt. I think it was just before the end of the match, but good match. Like, it just proved Edge and Christian the Hardys can put on a good match. The crowd were into the match, like the spear in midair while they were doing poetry in motion was absolutely fucking. Oh, it was absolutely beautiful. It was just showing like some stuff that they could do when they face each other at No Mercy in that fucking great ladder match they had. Like, they've had some great matches throughout the years. Like, they've rarely had actually normal tag matches if you think about it. Like, there's a lot of stipulation matches they've had, and then obviously Edge and Jeff Hardy would have matches throughout the years, and so would Matt Hardy. But they always seem to have good chemistry together, which it showed here. This is the first kind of instance that they've had of facing each other. But yeah, Vince comes out to the ring, crowd chant asshole as usual. You're a very rude audience, even though he is technically, I think, from the state of Carolina. HBK puts Shane in harm's way. Shane will not be in action tonight. The handicap match is not happening. HBK comes down. I'm the sheriff. You will have to get up every morning to weasel out of this. Austin is hiding behind Mr. McMahon, hiding behind Jailbait. Mr. McMahon will set a suitable replacement, and it will be the showstopper, basically. So, pointless fucking promo, in my opinion. They could have added more time to other matches. Like, the Brood and the Hardys could have had another couple of minutes because it was going along great. Like, if that went another couple of minutes and done well, that could have been a 3-star, 3.5 star. But sure, hey, it's just the way the WWF were going at the time. But needless promo, in my opinion, because it's just HBK was on this show a lot, really, if you think about it. Like, he was in like 3 or 4 little skits throughout the show. So yeah, but sure, hey, what can you do? Then we're into the semi-finals of the King of the Ring. Mr. Ass defeats Kane in an okay match. It wasn't anything special, really. Give it a star. Yeah, it really wasn't that great. None of the King of the Ring matches went over a star. 2 stars, I think, at most. It's just, they're rushed matches, if you get my drift. They're not going to be like 20 minutes long. Even the final match, I think, doesn't get that lot of time. Like, it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. It's just, King of the Ring is not meant to be like a classic matches, really, are they? So, you could actually, like, if I was, like, they could have, say, the quarterfinal matches be, like, yeah, well, not shy, but you know what I mean, very quick matches. The 2 semi-finals could be 10-15 minutes each. Could be good matches. The final then get the same amount of time. So, like, WWF could have done this, but they didn't. Clothesline from Kane, did an uppercut. Kane then rams the head of Gunn into the steps. Gunn drops the steps into Kane's face. Gunn then rams Kane into the ring post. Power slam from Kane, and then a big boot. Drop kick from Kane sends Gunn up onto the barrier. Show comes down. Show hits Gunn. Yeah. Show hits Kane with a chair, and that gets the win. So, yeah. Who cares? Next match, X-Pac defeats Road Dogg in a shy match. Like, again, this is what I'm talking about. This match wasn't great at all. Suplex from X-Pac, and plus it was sharp. Right hand from Road Dogg. Chops from Road Dogg. Heel kick then from X-Pac. That gets 2 Bronco Busters. Miss X Factor gets the win. After the match, then they shake hands and all that, which is kind of nice and all that. If you obviously they're the best of friends. So 4 stars the most I can give that one, I'm afraid. Next then we have the WWF Championship match. The Undertaker defeating The Rock in a okay to good match, goodish match to retain the WWF title. This match I have a kind of a serious problem with. The fact that the referee refs get bumped so much in this match. It was Taker straight away gives the referee the belt. He goes over to put the belt over towards he'll give it to the timekeeper or whoever, and Taker attacks him, which I just don't fucking get. Rock bottom from The Rock. The ref is still down. He gets up. Another ref comes in that gets 2 thanks to Paul Heyman. He fucking takes out the other referee, which is ridiculous. See, this is the problem. I just why I did not get this match at all. Taker then with a chokeslam, that gets 2. Crowd chant for Rocky. 1 sec. Here we go. Clothesline from Rock and Taker then fight up by the stage. Rock then goes low on Taker. Taker then with a clothesline. Taker rams Rock into the guardrail. Ref is counting Taker, even though this match is it's not a disqualification match. Why are you not counting? This is not a disqualification. Get him into the fucking ring. If this is a no disqualification match, fine. That's fine by me. That's grand. You can go out, go into the fucking river for all I care. Well, if this is not a no disqualification, the same with Undertaker and Triple H at WrestleMania 17. Like, the referee was out for way too fucking long. Like, and I don't. But that's another thing. Taker then with a suplex on the floor. Taker then rams Rock's head into the steps. Rock drops Taker balls first onto the ropes. Rock spits water into the face of Taker, which is nice. They fight then back into the crowd. Taker hits Rock with the ring bell into the chair. Taker then hits Rock with his shoe. DDT by Taker gets 2. Big boot from Taker. Spoon drop gets 2 for the Rock, and then a nice DDT that gets 2. Referee gets bumped yet again. People's elbow. Taker goes low. Rock then gets that rag full of fucking that smelly stuff or whatever it's called, cyanide, and puts it in the face of Taker. Triple H comes out. Pedigree. Tombstone gets the win. Triple H then gets kicked out of the building because of that. So at the end of the day, I think the fact that this match was a no disqualification match, and I just don't get it, in my opinion. Like, the referee could have disqualified him or counted them out. That's what the attitude. I'll give it 2.5 stars. That's the most I'm willing to give it. But yeah, I just think it was absolutely pathetic in my opinion. I think, like, I don't mind those type of matches if there's not no disqualification, are they? So then the final of the King of the Ring. Billy Gunn defeats X-Pac to become the 1999 King of the Ring. Match was half a star. Like, it's just, I don't. The match was not great. Simple as that. Splash in the corner from Gunn, clothesline from X-Pac, plancha from X-Pac, and then a crossbody gets 2 for him as well. Bulldog from Billy Gunn gets 2. Power slam from Billy Gunn, another one from him then. Famous Sir gets 2. X Factor gets 2. Heel kick from X-Pac, and then a Bronco Buster. Neck breaker from Gunn, that gets 2. And then the Famous Sir from the second rope gets the win. So yeah, wasn't great. Wasn't anything particularly good. Again, I'll give it half a star. And now on to the main event of the evening, the ladder match, to who becomes the sole owner of the WWF. Yay! This match was announced, I think, a couple of weeks before that. Austin wanted the match, actually, honestly. But, like, it just, which is good for him. But, I just think a ladder match, I think it was Vince and Shane wanted a ladder match. But, Mr. McMahon and Shane McMahon defeat Stone Cold Steve Austin in an okay ladder match to become the sole owners of the WWF again. Vince McMahon comes out alone. Apparently Shane is still, injured and all that. His placement is Steve Blackman. McMahon is not hurt. Shane brings Shane out to the ring. They obviously had a camera of some sort, and obviously that didn't help. So obviously Blackman is told to get the step in. So Austin comes out, double clothesline, they're going out towards the ladder. Austin rams Vince McMahon into the guardrail. Lou Thesz pressed in from Austin, then drops the elbow. Austin then stumps a mud hole in Vince McMahon. Austin then hangs Shane on the ropes. Austin then rams Shane balls first into the ring post. Shane then comes back with a clothesline. Shane then chokes Austin with a TV cable. Austin rams Shane into the steps. Shane then climbs to the top of the ladders thing that was on the stage, basically. Austin then knocks Shane off the ladders. Austin then rams Vince into a load of ladders. Austin then does the same to Shane and pulls the ladders down onto both of them. Vince then hits McMahon with a ladder. Shane then goes over the table right into JR, basically, which was fucking brilliant. Where are we? Austin then goes off the ladder with an elbow through the smashing against the table. Vince pushes the ladder and Austin slaps off the table, which did not break. I sometimes don't get those announcers tables. I don't think they're just meant to break sometimes, in my opinion. This is all Austin. Like, Vince and Shane do get a bit of offense in, but like, even though Austin, it's just like at the Royal Rumble, he kicked the fucking shit out of him, man. Man got the odd bit of momentum in. Same with the cage match at St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Like, we all knew it was going to be a screw finish. Simple as that, because no way were Vince and Shane going to win this without any help. Simple as that. Austin goes low. Austin stumps a mud hole into Shane. Austin hits Shane then with a ladder. Austin makes McMahon basically gets both of them and make a meeting of the minds. Austin then catapults Shane into the ladder. Austin steps on a ladder which is over Shane. Austin then climbs the ladder and the briefcase gets lowered up again. Like, gets lowered up further. Austin then stunner to both Vince and Shane. Shane pushes Austin off the ladder, so Shane climbs the ladder to get the briefcase, because it gets even lowered past nearly the ladder and that's how they get the win. So yeah, the match wasn't that great because Austin kicked the fucking shit out of these two, didn't he? Really, like, I'll give it 2.5 stars. That's all I'm going to give it. I'm probably slightly overrating that, if I'm being completely honest. The match wasn't great. Like, it's just the same. Like, we've seen Austin beat McMahon and Shane before. Like, if you get where I'm coming from, but like, the right team. Let's just say McMahon and Shane, they were the right people to win, because obviously it wouldn't have made much sense if Austin was the, what you call it, basically. It was a no-brainer, let's just say that. So yeah, so that's my review done. All in all, it wasn't a great. I'll give it 2.5 out of 10, because it wasn't really great. I'm probably slightly, actually no, I'll give it 2.25 out of 10. It wasn't that great. But the next installment of this lovely series is Fully Loaded, which is gonna come to you in about 2 weeks. Looking forward to that. Obviously we have Undertaker Austin again, an end of an era first blood match, which shall be great. Not. I think we have Rock and Triple H in a strap match. I know that for a fact. And so yeah, at the moment I'm going to start watching the next edition of Random Pay Per View today. I'm not telling you which one it is yet, obviously, because that's why it's called Random Pay Per View. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow, because I'm obviously watching Raw at the current moment, but and I'll have Impact up probably on Friday or maybe late Thursday night. So just look out for that, guys, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. So enjoy the rest of your day and take it easy.